everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Chiefs going up against the Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. This is Derrick Henry, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
On second down, here's Henry. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. D'Anthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Raiders will take possession. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Looking to throw. And he connects with Ebron. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Eric Berry's the textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Let's go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Henry, the lone man in the backfield.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Geno Atkins is an absolute force as a defensive tackle, forces every offense that he plays against to alter their game plan.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just about on his own goal line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 36. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Cuts back, left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after here coming up. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Second down following the run. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Kansas City.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. And the wideout in motion. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And he motions the wide receiver. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
On play action, they'll throw. Ebron caught left side. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They come up in an offset eye. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kiko Alonso in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quick. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up third down. To throw here. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That one goes for 13 yards. And it moves his sticks. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss, and that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they... Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos Davis with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Here we go.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go. Clean, I see.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And it's 17-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now they try the right side here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Newsom from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a KC first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they're going to speed things up here. They're going to look to throw. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. Give him 16 on the pickup. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got Floyd out left. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Michael Floyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
All right, here we go. Gun!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Going to give this time to the tailback. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll get 16 yards there. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
All right, here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Ebron caught left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they're going to go for two. They'll look to throw. Throwing back, and he's got him complete. And this successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
A solid pickup at 13 sets them up first and goal.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So not a good recipe here. Bad field position, and you need more than a touchdown.
And it's hard to get a big play against a defense that knows exactly that. They'll be playing a lot looser in this situation.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick here is good. And that will make this now a 15.